शुक्लांबरधर सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। Vishnu Sahasranama. We're almost getting to the close or the end of this beautiful text which occurs in the Anushasana Parva of Mahabharata. And these namas, even mere chanting or reciting Vishnu Sahasranama, doing the Parayanam of Vishnu Sahasranama itself, brings a lot of calmness in the mind, which is instant. This instant calmness, which is experienced by me directly. Therefore, this is the drishta pala, because I experience it directly. I see it. And this Parayanam also, there is another benefit which is invisible. And that benefit is the punya that is gathered or earned through the recitation of the namas of Bhagavan. And this is adrishta pala. Adrishtam means that which is not visible, invisible. It is not visible immediately, but in future, it fructifies as sukha anubhava. That is what punya is capable of giving us. So there is a lot of punyam that is gathered by even merely reciting the nama of Ishvara, even though one does not understand the meaning of it. Where one understands the meaning and chants it by recalling or remembering the meaning that he has learnt, then the punya has to be definitely more than the one who merely chants it without understanding the meaning. But just what I wanted to say is, even if you don't understand the meaning, definitely there is punya. And what to talk of those of you who have been consistently studying Vishnu Sahasranama, trying to understand the inner meaning of these namas in light of the bhashya given by Bhagavad Pada, which clarifies the connection between these namas, the depth of these namas, the connection it has with the Upanishads, which reveal the Swarupa of Ishvara, either Ekarupa, Vishwarupa or Arupa. We completed up to the 95th shloka in the previous class, which covered up to the 895th nama. And I understand that I missed one nama in the flow in the previous class, which was the 882nd nama, Virochanaha, that got missed in the previous class. 882 Virochanaha, Bhagavad Pada says, Vividam rochati iti Virochanaha. The one who shines in many forms. This is with respect to the Aneka Rupa of Ishvara. It is he who is shining. Vividam bhati, rochati. He who is shining in every form as this Jagat, in every form that I see and experience. So that covers the 95th shloka without missing any nama in between. We will begin with the 96th shloka in this class. Please repeat once after me. Sanat Sanatanatamaha Kapila Kapirapyayaha Swasti Daswasti Kritswasti Swasti Bhuk Swasti Dakshinaha. In the second line, there is a lot of swasti, meaning Mangala. This 96th shloka contains 10 namas, beginning from 896 to 905. 896, Sanat. Sanat means the ancient. Normally, ancient is used as an adjective. You say ancient text, ancient inscription. Normally, ancient is given as an adjective that goes to describe some noun. Here, Bhagavan is described as the ancient. Here, ancient itself is the noun, meaning he is timeless. Not that he is too old, okay? Not that he is partial, very old. That he is timeless. He has always been there. And Sanat is another name of Bhagavan Vishnu himself. In this world, which indicates time. And this time is something that lasts forever. This lasting forever is what is conveyed by the word Sanat. With reference to time, if you analyze the time, there is, we classify time into three, right? The past, the present, and the future. Now, past was present at that time, right? It was present tense at that time. That was that time's present, right? And the future will be present when we experience it. And present is present. Therefore, past was also present, present is also present, and future also will be present. The other word that we use for present is when we say now, right? We say now, now, now. It is wonderful to meditate on time. When you say now, what is the span or the length of time for the now? You say now and it goes off. Now and it goes off. Literally, it does not have any length at all. It does not have any length. There is no length of time when you say now, and experientially it disappears, right? That now is gone. Therefore, what is the length of time which is made up of now, 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 now? That now has got no length, and this time which is made up of now, 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 so many nows which does not have any length. Therefore, the length of time itself is timeless. Just like how in mathematics you say, what is a line? The definition of a line is a series of points, right? A series of points. And how do you define a point? A point is something that does not occupy space. Something that does not occupy space, whereas a line is made up of something that does not occupy space, right? Similarly, it is so fascinating to analyze time, to do vichara of time, where you see that time seems to be the greatest magic of Maya. And Bhagavan, who is in the form of the time itself, in fact, it becomes a logical flaw if you ask, when did time begin? There is a logical fallacy in this question itself. Because there has to be another time if you have to mark the beginning of the time. Right? It is with respect to some other time frame, with reference to which you have to say time began at this time again, and it ends at this time, right? So Bhagavan in the form of time is also timeless. In the form of time also he is timeless, and he being the cause of time has to be out of the ambit or the limitation of time, the boundary of time. Therefore, Bhagavan is Sanat, the ancient or the timeless. 897. Sanatana Tamaha. Sanatana means ancient. Sanatana Tama is the suffix which is added to indicate superlative degree. So in English, if we have to translate, we can say most ancient. The ancient of the ancient. Now this is with reference to he being the creator, where we say he is the creator of all the creators. Or we call him as the cause of all the causes. How do we understand this? The cause of this Srishti, the creator of this Srishti is Brahmaji, along with other Prajapatis, who are his sons, who expanded this Srishti into various species. You have the Saptarishis who expanded this Srishti, and then you have the Prajapatis, you have the Manus who rule over and who take care of the Srishti. Now, where these people are the immediate causes of the Srishti, Bhagavan is the cause of all these people. Therefore, Bhagavan is the ancient of the ancient, or the cause of the cause. Therefore, he is Sanatana Tamaha, the ultimate cause. Being Nimitta Upadana Karana of this Jagat, he is the ultimate cause. He is also the cause of the time and the space. 898. Kapilaha. Now, Kapilaha is not occurring for the second time. We have another Nama which is very close to this Nama in 531, Maharishi Kapilacharya. That refers to, it is very clear, no? The Nama is, it refers to the Maharishi named Kapilacharya. So, Bhagavan, who is in the form of Kapilacharya Maharishi. Here, Kapilaha means the one who is brownish red in color. Now, Puranas refer, this Nama has connection with the Puranas, where the Puranas refer to the great Agni which lies under the ocean. That Agni is called Badavanala Agni. This Badavanala is because of which volcanoes erupt under the sea, under the oceans. And these volcanoes are the cause of small and big islands forming in the earth. So it is because of these volcanoes that occurred at some point in time that these islands formed. This is what Puranas tell us. And this Badavanala Agni is brownish red in color. The volcano, the lava of the volcano is brownish red in color. And Bhagavan is in the form of that Agni, who is the cause of those land masses that have been created, those islands that have been created. Therefore, he is called Kapilaha. The order that keeps the oceans and maintains the islands. 899, Kapihi. This word Kapi in Sanskrita has many meanings. It can refer to monkeys, it can refer to elephants, it can refer to boar, the wild boar. It can also refer to the Surya Devata. Here, the Nama is looked upon in two ways. That is what Bhagavad Pada is telling. The first way is, in his Varaha Avatara, Bhagavan is called Kapihi because he took the form of a wild boar. Therefore, he is called Kapihi. Surya Devata is called Kapihi because Kam Pibati. Kam is water. And Bhagavan, Surya Devata, through his rays, through his Rashmi, what he does is he evaporates the water from the earth. He absorbs all the water from the earth. And very soon we are going to have Mahashivratri, where you will feel that he is just sucking out all the water from your body. You start drinking, you get into the habit of drinking more water even if you don't have the habit of drinking water. So, Surya Devata drinks seemingly through the Rashmis, he drinks all the water from the earth, not all. He drinks the water from the earth, therefore he is called Kapihi, the drinker of water. 900, Apyayaha. Apyayaha means the place where everything finally resolves, the place of resolution at the time of Pralaya. Bhagavad Pada says, Pralaye asmin api yanti jagantiti apyayaha. The place where finally the entire Jagat, the entire universe resolves during Pralaya. 901, Swasti Daha. Swasti means Mangalam. Swasti Daha means the one who gives Mangalam. Swastim Dadati. He is the bestower of auspiciousness to all his bhaktas. Bhagavan blesses them with a lot of Mangalam. And here, with reference to this Nama, here Mangalam refers to the moksha that the sadhakas are blessed with. The Jnana Yogis are blessed with. This is why you have this Shanti Pata of Atharvana Veda. Badram karne vishrunayama devaha Badram pashyema kshabiryajatraha Sthirairangai istushtvagum sastanubihi Vyashema deva hitanyadayuhu Swasti na indro vriddashravaha Swasti na pusha vishvavedaha Swasti nastarkshyo arishtanemihi Swasti no brihaspati dadhatu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So you pray for Badram also means Mangalam. Swasti also means Mangalam. So you pray for Mangalam. May I listen to all that is good. May I see all that is good. May I talk all that is good. And may this Devata bless me with Mangalam. May that Devata bless me with Mangalam. May Indra Devata bless me. May Brihaspati bless me. May Garuda Devata bless me. So, blessing with Mangalam meaning where obstacles are removed in my path to moksha. Therefore, here Bhagavan is the bestower of Mangalam through whatever Devata. He is the bestower. He is the ultimate bestower of Mangalam, where he removes the obstacle and makes the path for us clear. 902. Swasti Kriti. Swasti Kriti means one who is the maker of Mangalam. He is the one who makes the Mangalam, and the previous Nama is Swasti Daha. He makes the Mangalam for you and then he gives you, blesses you with the Mangalam. What is this making the Mangalam? You have a lot of Punyam in your account, and that Punyam has to be converted into auspiciousness. Auspiciousness meaning either removing the obstacle or Sukha Anubhava. Making it comfortable for you, making it favorable for you, converting the Punya into a favorable position. Therefore, Bhagavan is Swasti Kriti. And also he is Swasti Daha. 901 and 902. 903. Swasti. He is the very nature of Mangala. He is the very content of the auspiciousness. Every blessing that you experience, every favorable situation that you experience, it is Bhagavan himself in that form. The one who is of the nature of Mangalam or auspicious. That's why we saw in the Dhyana Shloka part of Vishnu Sahasranamam, the Purva Bhaga of Vishnu Sahasranamam, Pavitranam Pavitram Yo Mangalanancha Mangalam. So, Bhagavan is of the nature of Mangalam, Swasti. 904. Swasti book. Now, Swasti we already know means Mangalam. Now, this book, not your notebook, okay? This Samskrita book can be understood in two ways. One meaning is the enjoyer, Bhungte, Bhokta. Bhungte meaning the one who is the experiencer or the enjoyer. The other way of interpreting book is Bhunakti. Bhunakti means the one who is the protector, the one who protects. So, Swasti book means, therefore, the two ways in which we can see this Nama is, one is the one who is the enjoyer of the Swasti, the Mangala. The second meaning is one who protects the Mangala. Where Bhagavan bestows the Mangalam on his devotees, on his bhaktas. Now, we have always seen that Bhagavan is everything. Bhagavan is the Nimitta Upadana Karana of this Jagat, and there is no second entity other than Bhagavan. Therefore, where he is the bestower of the Mangalam, who is that one who is being blessed with Mangalam? That also has to be Bhagavan only. It cannot be somebody different from Bhagavan because there is no second entity other than him. Therefore, Bhagavan is Swasti book. Acharya says, Tadeva Bhungte iti Swasti book. Tadeva Bhungta iti. He is the one in the form of the Bhakta who receives and experiences, enjoys the Swasti. And Bhagavan, being the bestower of Swasti, is the protector of the auspiciousness for those who are committed to him. Therefore, Bhaktanam Mangalam Swasti Bhunakti iti. Swasti book. 905. Swasti Dakshinaha. Swasti Dakshinaha. The one who grows the auspiciousness, grows the Mangalam. Or the other way this Nama can be looked upon is the one who is an expert in bestowing Mangalam. Swasti Dakshinaha. This Dakshinaha is what is looked upon in two ways. Dakshinaha is looked upon as the grower or the giver, the expert giver, the one who has the dakshata. Dakshata is the expertise, one who has the dakshata in giving. As one understands Bhagavan, the more one understands Bhagavan, he is able to function and lead a life with better awareness or with greater awareness of Ishvara. And this brings more Mangalam to him. And Bhagavan, he himself being in the form of Mangalam, he alone increases and grows the Mangalam for his bhaktas. Therefore, swasti rupena dakshate, dakshate meaning vardate. He grows, the one who grows the Mangalam. And also the one who is capable. He has the capacity to give you Mangalam. Dakshinaha. It also means very quickly. He bestows you with Mangalam, with auspiciousness very quickly. He doesn't take time for that. He doesn't take too much time. Swasti dhatum samartaha. He has the capability. Therefore, he is called Swasti Dakshinaha. So that completes the 96th shloka. 97. Please repeat once after me. Araudra kundali chakri Vikram yurjita shasanaha Shabdatiga shabdasaha Shishiras Sharvarikaraha. 97th shloka contains 9 namas beginning from 906 to 914. 906. Araudraha. Raudra means violence. The one who is violent in his emotions. Araudra, therefore, is the opposite of that. The one who does not have any violence. What does this mean? Bhagavan is the one who does not have any violence. How do I understand this? The question is, when does one indulge in violence? When will somebody indulge in violence? People engage in destructive activities, in terrorism, because of their hatred, their fear. They have fear for the other one. Because of insecurity or because of anger on the other person. This is when one gets violent with the other. And this pain, there is a pain of an unfulfilled desire which causes these things, hatred or insecurity or something. The emotion to get violent, there is a pain that one has already gone through because of some unfulfilled desire. This is why one rages with that anger and violence. Now, but what is the case of Bhagavan? This is the case with all of us, human beings. What is the case with Bhagavan? Does Bhagavan really have something to be fulfilled? Does he have a desire to be fulfilled? Bhagavan is avapta sarvakamaha. He is the one whose desires are already fulfilled. He does not have anything to accomplish in any of the lokas. Bhagavan Krishna says, Name partasi kartavyam trishu lokeshu kinchana. I don't have anything to accomplish in any of the lokas. Therefore, where one does not have anything to accomplish, where one is all contented, fulfilled, complete, purnaha, there is nothing that is incomplete for him. There is nothing that, therefore, there is nothing that can cause anger at the other person. Because anger is nothing but a form of unfulfilled karma. Karma takes the form of krodha when it is unfulfilled. Where one does not have any karma to be fulfilled, where is the case of he having krodha? When there is no Krodha, there is no case of Raudra, one getting violent. Therefore, Bhagavan is Araudraha. 907. Kundali. This nama can be seen in two ways. Kundali means Kundalam. It refers to the earrings of Bhagavan. In the Dhyana shlokas, we saw Shashanka Chakram Sa Kirita Kundalam. This is given for Dhyanam, to visualize Bhagavan in meditation, Ekarupa. The other way of seeing this nama is the one who is in the form of Adishesha. Adishesha is called Kundali because the one who has the Kundala or the coil, he is coiled, right? Therefore, he is called Kundala. And this is also for Upasana purpose. 908. Chakri. This nama will occur for one more time as the 995th nama. We should be seeing this in the next few classes. Here, Chakri, as the 908th nama, means the one who is the wielder of Sudarshana Chakra. Therefore, he is called Chakri. And the Sudarshana Chakra, there is this famous story from the Puranas of Gajendra Moksha. Oh, there is this elephant named Gajendra who was caught by a huge crocodile and who called Bhagavan for help. He shouts, calling his name aloud. And it is said that because Gajendra was a very great devotee of Bhagavan, a devotee who had his mind all fixed on Bhagavan, therefore, when he called for help, Bhagavan instantly came. And he comes so fast on the Garuda and he wielded the Sudarshana Chakra on the crocodile, and the crocodile was instantly killed, releasing Gajendra. This release or this freedom that was given to Gajendra is called Gajendra Moksha. Moksha means being free, not dying. Okay. Bhagavan wielded the chakra only on the crocodile. He didn't kill Gajendra. So, who died? Gajendra or the crocodile? The crocodile is the one who died. Gajendra did not die. Gajendra was freed from the crocodile. Now, what is the philosophical, for want of words I am using, saying, sorry? Kekalaya? Lost audio. Now okay? Not okay. Charge petta. Wired mic இருக்கா தானே? பேர் பண்ணுமா? இல்ல, nobody. கேக்குறதா? கேக்குறதா? Yeah. Okay. So audible now? Yes. What is the philosophical significance of this story? This story signifies one's journey, one's journey in the spiritual path, one's spiritual journey. Bhagavan is the one who, in the form of jnana, frees you from the samsara bandha, from the pain of samsara. Therefore, the Sudarshana Chakra is that which signifies or which symbolizes the jnanam, the Atma Jnanam, which originated from Bhagavan, the Vedas or the Upanishad, which is Bhagavan himself. And Gajendra is the Jiva, and the crocodile is the samsara that binds you, that is holding you. And you are in the grip of the samsara, and through this jnana, one is freed. One gains moksha, the Parama Purushartha. That is what this Purana story signifies. So he is Chakri. 909. Vikrami. Vikrami is occurring for the second time. The first time was as the 75th Nama. There we saw whoever has valor, it is to be seen as the glory of Ishvara. Every person who has bravery or valor is to be seen as the glory of Ishvara. Here Vikrami, Acharya says, Pada Vikshepaha Shauryam Va. He says it can mean both footstep or the valor of Bhagavan. And both his footsteps and his valor, his virya, his shaurya, they are entirely different and distinct from what the other people have. He says because it is different, it is Purushebhya Vilakshanam. Therefore, he is Vikramaha. Because it is Vilakshanam, he is Vikramaha. The valor of Bhagavan in his form as the Deva Senapati. It is not only in his avatar of Rama or Krishna that he defeated and killed Asuras. Even as the Deva Senapati, Bhagavan Murugan, as he is fondly referred to in the south, he has been defeating and killing and exterminating all the Asuras and Rakshasas who had been causing trouble. And if you go through the Purana stories, if you take Skanda Purana and you study, it's one of the biggest Puranas, Skanda Purana, something like 81,000 shlokas or something, Skanda Purana has. If you study Skanda Purana, there are a lot of stories that talk about Murugan and his war with various Asuras and the way he protected all his bhaktas, the entire southern region. And that's why he is more celebrated in the south, because all the wars that he fought were in the south. And that is why you have more temple for him in the south. And he is worshipped a lot and loved and known more in the south than in the north. And he fought the wars against the Asuras and Rakshasas on behalf of the Devata. He was appointed as the commander-in-chief of the army of the Devatas. That is why he is called Deva Senapati. Because the fight was against Asuras who were not only physically strong, but also had magical powers. Because of their nature, and also some Asuras who were very strong in their tapas and they were blessed with a lot of powers. And he is the one who had the capacity to defeat and kill such Asuras. Bhagavan is so valorous as the Deva Senapati. And you, as a human being, what do you have to stand against him? How valorous are you? And what is your strength to stand against the Deva Senapati and talk about his temple or, curtailing the traditions that go followed by his bhaktas in his temple. You know who you are standing against? You are standing against that form of Ishvara, which is the total valor, which is the total strength, the total bravery, which is the all immeasured, in infinite measure. What valor do you have? What strength do you have? You will get defeated. You are touching the wrong point in this. It's like playing with fire or even something more. Therefore, see, one thing is, I was very happy that this happened. Though it is very unfortunate that, repeatedly our temples are getting attacked. One good thing is, he is not attacked a very baby form of Ishvara. Yes, Ram Lala was repeatedly attacked many number of times. It took 500 years for the temple to be restored. And Rama is very patient by his nature, the way he has shown himself to be demonstrated through the Ramayana. And he was very sure, and he is a person who is so disciplined that therefore all bhaktas had to unite and struggle, and there is a lot of tapas required, there is a lot of prayer required, and that is how the temple was brought back. That is a different story because it is a different form of Ishvara, a different aspect of this Srishti, which is celebrated in the form of or worshipped in the form of Rama. And here, in the case of Muruga, this is entirely different. You touch him, instantly you see the result for yourself. One good thing is, you touched Devasenapati. So he will take care. You don't have to worry at all. 910. Urjita Shasanaha. Bhagavan's Shasana, his law or mandate, be it the law of dharma, be it the physical laws, the physiological laws, the biological laws, the chemical laws that govern this universe, or whatever laws in any other field, any other aspect of the Srishti, this law or mandate is urjitaha. All these laws are urjitaha, meaning they are very, very powerful. It is such an intelligent and excellent network of laws that bring harmony in this Srishti. They are all interconnected and they bring harmony in this creation. And it is his law which enables you to study the law. If you can study the law and bring about formulas and say, this is the pattern, this is how it happens, this is the logic, all that is because the laws allow you to do that. That is why the laws are studyable and understandable. Whether with respect to the laws that are, the physical laws, the physics or the chemistry or the biology or whatever. And the laws remain as they are. If the laws remain as they are in any condition, that is also Bhagavan's Shasanam. Or where there is something which behaves differently in different conditions, that is also the Shasanam of Bhagavan. Therefore, his mandate, his Shasana are urjitaha. They are very powerful. 911. Shabdatigaha. Very beautiful nama which connects to the Upanishads. Bhagavad Pada says, Shabdan atitya gacchati iti Shabdatigaha. The one who is beyond words. The one who cannot be told or explained or described using words. And Vyasacharya is placing this nama in Vishnu Sahasranamam as the 911th nama. So far we have seen 910 namas. Namas meaning what? Words, shabdas. And as the 911th nama, he says, He is not explainable. He is beyond Shabdas. Now, why do we say so? How do you say? How do I understand? Seems to be a contradiction, right? Where you saw 910 namas describing him, and the 911th nama is he is indescribable with words. Meaning he cannot be defined or cannot be subject matter of any word. Words don't reach him. How do I understand this? There is something called, those of you who have attended Mandukya Upanishad may be able to connect this. If you have not attended, it's okay. I will anyway tell you now. There is something called Shabda Pravritti Nimittani in our Shastra. There are conditions for something to be definable or describable using words. There are conditions for the words to function. If the words have to work, if the words have to function, it can function only when any one or more of these 5 conditions are satisfied. And these 5 conditions are Rudihi, Jatihi, Gunaha, Kriyaha, and Sambandhaha. Bhagavan Adi Shankara Bhagavad Pada gives these details in one part of the Bhashyam to Mandukya Upanishad. That is, the conditions are, Rudi means a form. Where something has a form, it can be described or explained using words. Jati, where something belongs to a particular species, can be classified or categorized in a particular species, then it can be subjected to words, description using words. The third condition is Gunaha, where something has an attribute for itself. Then it is describable. Kriyaha, where something has a function. With respect to that function, you can talk about it. The fifth condition is Sambandhaha, where you can explain something in relation to something else. Therefore, it is explainable using words. If any one or more of these 5 conditions are satisfied, if and only if at least one of these 5 conditions are satisfied, that can be described using words. Just see the sharpness and the depth of the buddhi, the intelligence that our forefathers had. They have given you a rule where words function and with which you can understand why or how words cannot function. What you can talk about and what you cannot even talk about. Therefore, where something can be defined or explained only when subjected to any one of these 5 conditions, it is describable using words. And Bhagavan, in his real nature, does he have a form? No, he doesn't have a form. Therefore, he is not, this first condition of Rudi is not satisfied. Bhagavan, does he belong to any jati? Is he any species, any one of the species? No, he is not. In fact, there is no second entity like him. Therefore, second condition also not satisfied. Bhagavan in his original nature, does he have a guna? No, he is gunatitaha, nirgunaha, as the Upanishads describe him. Therefore, the third condition also gone. Fourth condition, does Bhagavan function in his absolute nature? No. He has no function. He is akarta, abhokta. Therefore, this Kriya also is not applicable to him. Does Bhagavan, Nirguna Ishvara, has any connection, has any relationship, sambandha? No, he is Asanga Atma Chaitanya Swarupam. Asanga means no connection at all. Now, all 5 conditions are gone. Such a Bhagavan he is, such an Ishvara, how can words describe him? Therefore, he is not describable with words, and that is why Upanishads say, Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha. He cannot be object of any word or even the mind. Yata vacha abhyutitam yena vag abhyudyate. Yata vacha anabhyutitam yena vag abhyudyate tadeva brahmatvam viddhi. Kenopanishad says. So, Bhagavan is not a subject matter or an object that can be defined by words. Because so far, we have, in our experience, we talk about things in transactionally. When we talk about something, we are used to talking about things that are different from us, which are an object of our experience. It can be a tangible object, it can be abstract or even a concept. And that will fit into any one of these 5 criterias. Therefore, it is available for us to talk about or discuss about or explain or describe about it. Whereas Bhagavan, who doesn't fit into any one of these 5 criteria, is not an object at all to be described. Therefore, he is out of the scope of the range or the field in which words can function. Now, because he is not an object, his Swarupa is unlike anything else that I have known so far. Right? But does it mean that he doesn't exist? Because he is not describable, he does not satisfy the Shabda Pravarti Nimittani conditions? No. He is, but he is not an object. Then what is he? He is, but he is not an object of thought or word. Then what is he? He is the subject. Upanishad is so careful that it does not want you to conclude that he is an object different from you. And also, he, as we saw, is the one who doesn't fall into one of these 5 conditions, but Upanishad attempts to reveal Bhagavan. Upanishad reveals because there is no other pramana to talk about Bhagavan. Therefore, the entire Upanishad, all the Vedas talk about him. Bhagavan says in Gita, Vedaischa sarvaihi ahameva vedyaha. I am the content of all the Vedas. All Vedas talk about me. Now, how can Vedas talk about something that is not talkable? All the Shastras, all the Vedas talk about him, and we say it is so voluminous and so huge. How come so many Shabdas are used about something that cannot be talked about? Vedas use a different language or a different presentation in revealing the Swarupa of Ishvara. It uses the language of paradoxes. It says he is very far away. It says he is the nearest of the nearest, the farthest of the farthest. He is the smallest of the smallest, the biggest of the biggest. So he is not inside, he is not outside. You have all these kind of expressions that will confuse you. Because it seemingly confuses, because we have this orientation of understanding something as an object that is different from me. Whereas Upanishad is trying to convey that he is not an object different from you. So I think this is sufficient at this level, where we get a chance to study Upanishads. These namas, these kind of namas, will make more meaning to a student after the study of Upanishad. So at this level, this is sufficient. 912. Shabda Sahaha. Shabda Sahaha. Even though he is Shabdatigaha, he is Shabda Sahaha. He is the one who is spoken about by all the Vedas. I think we covered this in the explanation of the previous Nama itself. 913. Shishiraha. The one who is in the form of the Shishira Ritu, the winter season, the post-winter, the post-winter, as we have. This is Shishira Ritu, right? Now we are in Shishira Ritu. Yeah, what comes next is Vasanta. So this is winter, and after winter it is spring. This is Shishira Ritu. The very season itself is Bhagavan. He is in the form of the season. So don't blame if it is too hot or too cold. The Shishiraha should be Upalakshana for all the seasons. Any season has to be Bhagavan only, cannot be different from him. 914. So if it is snowing out there right now, it is Bhagavan in the form of snow. If it is not snowing here, that is also Bhagavan. If it is hot out here, we experience in Chennai, we experience hot weather during winter. And then in monsoon, it is hotter. In spring, monsoons, autumn, it is hotter. And then you have Grishma Ritu, which is the hottest. So we have 3 seasons broadly in Chennai. Hot, hotter, hottest. 914. Sharvarikaraha. Sharvarikaraha means the one who makes the night. Why does he make the nights? So that all the living beings can take rest and relax. Otherwise, when the sun is on, nobody can sleep. You know, all your nerves are active always because they follow the sun cycle. And that is why in areas where, you have this midnight sun, these Scandinavian countries, the population is generally very less. It is very difficult to survive in such places where 6 months you have daytime. And you have to look at the clock and sleep. Maybe this 12-hour watch will be very difficult to follow because you don't know whether it is AM or PM. You don't know which day you are in if you use a 12-hour clock. I'm just imagining. I've never been to Scandinavian countries. Perhaps you'll need a watch that will show 24 hours. No? Possible with a digital watch, better. So he is the one who makes the night so that you take rest well. There are some hormones which work only in the night, which prepares you fresh for the next day morning. It is he who is in the form of the night, in the form of the law, all the hormones that, secrete and which keeps you fresh for the next day. Now, there is another way this Nama can be interpreted or looked at. This night or darkness is often connected with ignorance. And we know that Bhagavan is the cause of everything. Now, where Bhagavan is the cause of everything, who can be the cause of knowledge and ignorance? It is only Bhagavan who has to be the cause of knowledge. If you say Bhagavan is the cause of knowledge, he has to be the cause of ignorance also. Since he alone is the ultimate cause. Therefore, he is the object of knowledge. And not only that he is the object of knowledge, he is also the object of ignorance. The cause of knowledge, also the cause of knowledge and the cause of ignorance. And as the cause of ignorance, he is Sharvarikaraha. That completes 97th shloka. So we have completed up to 914th nama. We will see the rest of the namas beginning from 98th shloka in the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Just one announcement that I wanted to make. We will not be having Vishnu Sahasranamam classes tomorrow morning in India, which is Sunday evening in the US. this week alone. Then next week, we will get back to our routine schedule of Sunday evening in the US and Monday morning in India. This is because tomorrow being Republic Day, we have some celebrations planned here in India. And considering our students here who will have a very long day if they have to be awake at 4:45 in the morning for the arrangements for Vishnu Sahasranamam class, following the Republic Day celebrations, and we have a Varga till lunch. So just to give them some time to sleep. And we had a long day today. We went sleepless almost because of a function that was arranged in my Guruji's ashram. Therefore, we request leave of absence for this one class alone. We will catch up next week. Hari Om. Hari Om.